people in the office that are in the same income range, and they sit down together and for once a month, and for a half an hour to an hour, kind of just mastermind on ways to grow. And I think it's a great idea. And then I can sit in there and facilitate it. But it has to be kind of at the same level. Because, or people that, someone that wants to get to a higher level. Because the problem is when you're just starting, there's just too much distractions for people that are trying to get, they've already kind of been there, so they have to kind of get to the next level. My goal would be getting to you to that mastermind to the next mastermind and to keep it growing. But mastermind is great because when I go to the RE/MAX events, you hear what things are happening in the offices, what's successful, what's working, so you can bring and share those experiences. And it's great to share because there's so much business out there. We have a lot more competition than inside our office, and together everybody achieves more. That's the team. So we want to build a good team. So with the GPS, you want to definitely have your GPS with your goals, plans, and strategies. And you got to have your knowledge and your skills to back that up. Then you have to have your discipline. You know, you have to show up to work. That's the problem too, that when people are self-employed, they don't have that discipline. Like to me, nobody has to tell me to get up. I'm up. I was up out of bed at 5. My alarm didn't even have to go off because I knew I had obligations and I had to get ready for today and prepared. I had to get some other stuff done. So I had to work. I already put in like 4 hours today. So you know that's just what I had to do. I mean, if I don't have the time, I got to make the time. I make the time. I get up early. I go to bed early. Get up early because I'm better in the morning. So, and then we want to reinforce. When you're learning, you want to go out, apply it, come back to the classroom, and then reinforce it into your business. And then that will equal success. And then you have to have direction, take action, focus. You need support of me and of everybody in the office. You want it to be a positive place with positive support, happy when you get a listing, happy to share, happy for everything that's going on, and that equals success and abundance. So define your aspirations. So basically, what do you want? What is it? What do you need in funding your life? So I'm going to ask all of you, what do you want?
I want many things, but
What is your driving force? Why are you here from coming into this class today? Why are you here?
because I wanted to. I want to be successful. Not only with the knowledge, not only with making the money, but I want to be able to just say, we can buy it. Not a problem.
Yep.
My son or my family or my family in Colombia needs anything, I don't have a problem.
Yep.
Give it to her. You know, I want to be able to be at that point where I have no worries with money. Regardless if I have to work hard in making it and doing it, but that's what drove me to the business, to this kind of business.
And do you know how much money would you need how much money would you need for that?
Not if it's that close.
I didn't think about it because I knew that at some point in this business, since you have to start basically from nothing,
Yeah.
you need that
It's a little hard for
extra
you
money.
because you're brand new.
Exactly.
So it's to get that, but I know you're driven for sure. After talking with you, you're a driven person. So I think that when you're in the business a little bit, you're gonna start to really develop your why. Because mine's very clear. And Mafalda?
I want to make money and lots of money.
How much?
I want to get to, I would say within 2 years, I have to be making easy 500.
Okay, good.
If not,
And then how will your life look at that point?
how my life, oh, will look awesome.
What would you spend
Definitely.
what would you do with your, is there a point that you will stop working? Is there a point that
I
you're
don't
gonna?
think so. Even if I win in a lotto tomorrow, I probably will continue working because I like working.
Yeah.
And another thing is, I think this business also helps you help other people.
Mhm.
And I'm very driven to help people.
Oh, that's good.
So
Very
that is something that I really like.
So that's all awesome. And then usually, if you're driven to help people, abundance will return.
Absolutely.
You give, you reap what you sow.
My goal is to be able to buy investment properties for cash.
Good.
I want to do mortgages.
Mhm.
And I want to set up a scholarship fund in honor of my daughter
Wonderful.
for her grammar school that she went to
Beautiful.
try to encourage young
Wonderful.
black girls to go to a private school and
Wonderful.
pay for them to go. They can't afford to go but have the intellect
Beautiful.
to be there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What a wonderful goal. So
Helping
you're,
others.
see now that's Jocelyn even passed that's usually the next thing is you want to give back. So you could reach success, then you want to give back to like you
others.
mentioned, for your family and all of you. So with my goal is pretty simple. 5 years, I want to be financially free. I want all my investments paid. I'm pretty much on the road there that I'll be done in 5 years, which will give me a great, amazing income that I wouldn't even have to work if I don't want to, about $120,000 a year.
That's
I
great.
basically own my house, I own my property in North Carolina, I own my boat, I own both of my cars, so I pay everything off. So, but, I'm driven, I've always been driven from a young age, but all of this stuff, I wish I had this when I started, because this is
I
this
know,
is
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
Like this, you have no idea. Like this can get you on track to where you need it. Because you know what? I didn't really, right now, I'm kind of getting back into it. Because when the market busted, I took a lot of time. Like I just really didn't work as hard as I could have or should have. And I took a lot of time. Jim and I probably travel 3 months a year. That's my passion. Eventually I would like to be able to take our RV and just go through the United States, work out, run, do marathons, do half, he could do, half marathons, I'm not doing marathon. But, never, that's off the table. But just to just be able to participate and hang out with people that want to go hiking in North Carolina, things like that. That's what I like to do, just hang out. I think I like to work until I'm away. And then I'm like, do you really like working? It's just really nice, when you just can hang out and just sit and watch birds. It's awesome. I love it when I'm
cool.
sitting there in my rocking chair and I'm like, do I want? I do. I love my job. And I don't know, I would probably want to get, I love this because you know what they said? You don't have a business until you can leave it for a year and return and it's running better. That's a big goal.
That's,
Oh,
yeah.
Is that big?
That's
It's
big.
still running.
That's
It's a
the
big
kind of
deal.
mindset that I
Yeah.
got from this program.
Yeah.
And that to me is something that's driven in my mind and I'm like, wow, that's
Exactly.
something.
That's something.
So
Better than when
really,
you left? Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So you know what? That's gonna really screw with Laura's mind tomorrow because
Oh,
when I tell that to her, she's a slave to the business.
She is.
And you know what? I could never live a life like that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun. I do a lot of stuff. I live like I'm dying tomorrow because
Yeah.
to me you have to because you
We should.
can stop living. And then what is money worth? Because money's only a way to get the things that you really want in life, and I hope it's not to work doing this job.
Yeah.
It's not hardly, but it's a wonderful job. I don't want to discourage you. I'm so blessed. I wouldn't do another thing. I love it. There's nothing better than finding a buyer, the best property. Sellers are more challenging. They're more financially rewarding, but buyers make it fun. I love first time buyers. There's nothing better than a feeling when they're just
First
thrilled.
house, yeah.
Or you're selling a big property that's just amazing. That somebody's become financially successful, and then you're showing them they're buying this crazy house that's just amazing. Things like that make the business actually more fun. But the problem with buyers is it just takes a lot of time, and they suck a lot of energy. Some of them. Not all of
Yeah.
them. But so you always gotta, if you want to do that, pick your choices. To me, the buyer that you'll want to work is a seller from your listing.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Those
That's
are your
what-
buyers.
So they have to buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you sell their house and you have it listed, you want to spend all the time with them because, for one thing, you have a good rapport already. They're going to be loyal because it's going to be very hard for them to face you.
With another agent for a house.
So
yeah.
and then also too people that maybe they're referred here, that that they're gonna be loyal and they're gonna stick with you. Those are the kind of people that I really and I don't even mind working buyers if I had the time. I don't right now, but when I first got started, but the big but is after you're prospecting up to noon.
Yeah.
If you always put that but in and you're always working for listings, then you can really relax. The money will be
Truly,
flowing
truly.
and everything will work out. But I got a little bit off track here. Okay, so now the next thing is how badly do you want that? How badly do you want what you put in your head? So I know that I want it bad. That's all I think about. And so
right now.
yeah. I'm driven. So it's in my head all the time. What can I do? Actually, even more than ever. I think that I think after I hit 50, it's like, oh my God, I better get going here. So because I was I think I had my 40s are my 30s were amazing because things were booming.
Yeah.
And then we had like a lull. So after that, it was like, oh, and then I had to kind of start all over again because you have to remember my company went from 120 agents, then everything crashed down to 40 agents that were struggling.
Yeah.
So, that became a struggling time where everything was booming to like, ooh, but it was the best lesson I ever had because it taught me, like, you always live way below your means and you save a lot. And you save, and it's easy for people to spend commission checks because you can make a lot of money in this business, and you can come up to a whole other level in your life. But if you start
Lifestyle.
spending it, I mean, I've seen people making $175,000 broke.
Me
It's
too,
like
me too.
it's like,
Crazy.
are you kidding me?
I know.
And they're commissioning, expressing, and they need money. I'm like, what? And you know what? You have a $700 rent payment. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
It's like ridiculous. So you have to keep it within control. And to me, that you have to be reinvesting in this job. So those are two things that we'll get more into. But you definitely want to do that. So define your aspirations. There's 4 stages of an aspiration. It's your want, which is your talk. Your desire, which is important. And then it's your passion. Are you going to be willing to suffer to get it? And then obsession. Now, some people will fall in the obsession. I think that obsession, I'm going to tell Laura tomorrow,
That's
she's
Laura.
obsessed.
Yeah, she is.
And you know what? She wants to be the #1 RE/MAX agent and all that stuff, and that's all good. But when it takes a toll on you and, frazzles you out, what good is it? I think that, you have to have it within balance. She's just growing her business at such a rapid speed. Like, she's doing so much more, and which is great because she feels good. But I know she's like, health-wise, sometimes she kills herself. And you want to work hard. I know she wants to be completely done at 50. That's her goal.
Yeah.
So that's what she sees, and that's in her head, and she's just gonna run it and do it. But then I say to her, you have 2 young boys. So what are you gonna give up that you couldn't do at 50 to 60 when you have nobody there? Or take it. But you know what? It's her life, so she has to, weigh that out. I just tell her kind of slow down a little.
She won't.
No.
No.
But some people have different drives.
They do.
To me, I just can't live like
Everybody's
that.
different.
I can't work 7 days a week around the
She
clock.
wants
and
to
go
be done
crazy.
at 50, and I'm almost 50, and I'm just like, wanna go there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just starting.
I'm like 50. I feel like I'm starting a different part of my career, which is kind of good. Starting this was like very, sometimes that's why too when you get learning based, that sometimes something hits you if you're learning and always growing and seeing something and say, you know what? That's really great. So I have a chance to give back and help my agents become wealthy and help them and do the right thing. And that to me right now is motivating me. So that's why I woke up at 5 o'clock ready to go. I had to get prepared because it's motivating me because I want to see everybody in my office have more success. I mean, I don't care. I'm not jealous of people. Like some people are like, oh, I don't want you to make more money. I want everyone to in here make more.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I don't have, I'm good. Make more. I'm not jealous of it. Like Laura, if she makes 10 million, I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That is her goal, and she's achieving her goal. And if she's happy, that's the key.
That's
If
the
she's
key.
happy,
Yeah.
I'm happy. But you have to be happy and balanced. So why is this so important? When you attach your personal needs, wishes, dreams, and endowments on your career activities, you create passion links. So that's why when you can think, like I love what you're doing for the kids. I mean, I think that that's an amazing passion. Like to me, that could get you so passionate. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think that something like that could really drive you. Helping your family, you just want things, but you have to kind of clarify a little bit more. See how hers is just so clear. Mine's pretty clear. I want to go in my camper. I want to have over $100,000.
No, I do have it clear.
Okay,
I
good.
just didn't define.
Okay, no, but it's good. So you just want to have it clear.
Yeah.
And the clearer you can make it, the more it will be. And then now, I mean, that's my financial, but now for my company, I want to get my momentum up. I want to build my company the right way through this. And I want to help people, and I want to try to get all the agents. I might have 3 here, but I want everyone to see that you guys are succeeding with it. So when you can show them that you're succeeding, then it pulls everybody up.
Sure.
So you can't force things on people, but when people see, actions speak louder than words. So if I'm in here and I do it for 1 person, I don't care if I do it for 10. So it's up to everybody to come in, and hopefully they'll watch the video, or we'll see.
not.
I know.
Or not.
So why is this so important? How you view your daily activities matters. You have to get to your passions, your pleasure, embrace, action, fulfilling, abundance. Have to, chores. This is your have to's. So in order to get to that, you're going to have to go through chores, pain, resist, procrastination, full frustration. Days add to weeks, and weeks add to months, and years add to life. So that is so true. So every day that you don't do anything, you can always get back on track. Don't beat yourself up. That's a problem with me. I'm like, oh, I haven't got anything done. That's why I know that I have so much to do. I never get caught up, but I work on the priorities that I need to get done for the day, and hey, the rest will get done later.
Yeah.
So that you got to go to those priorities, and that you're going to learn what the priorities are.
Now, I have a question,
Sure.
Suzanne,
Absolutely.
because I'm so new, right? Like,
Mhm.
when do you detach? Like, the time that, in your case, your experience and you have a business, when do you detach from everything?
Nate,
Yes, like around what
immediately
time?
when I enter my door, and then I might
At
go
home,
do
you
some.
mean, right?
Jim and I never talk about business, rarely. I mean, maybe he doesn't even really talk to me about it. He just knows that I handle it. Like at this point, we kind of just handle it. It's almost like you being in business, that we're in totally different businesses. Because he's dealing with my listings. I don't even care. I don't even look at it. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. He doesn't even tell me if he sells a listing. It happens. I mean, he's dealing with that. I can't. I mean, I'm dealing with educating the agents right now. That's my focus. Recruiting and education. So that's what I'm focusing on. And then with him and then the property management, I just handle that and get it done. I try to do that. I have to pay all the bills and everything else, and I'm trying to do that like at home. So I might come home and do, but I don't call that like working. That's just bookkeeping task work. But I'm good. I have a lot of it online, so it doesn't take me. I have to plug. I have so many things that I have to do and pay that I just plug in and do a little bit every day. Just like I say to everybody, if you do a little bit every day, like I go into these houses and there's always like disasters. I'm like, all you have to do is do a little bit every day. If you get up and you're taking a shower, clean the shower. I mean, it doesn't take, and then you don't have to sit there doing 5 hours of housekeeping.
Exactly.
If you get up and you clean your kitchen after you eat, or get up on the commercials, come and clean, and you
Keep
don't.
it organized.
If you keep everything organized, you don't have like 5 hours of work all the time. So it makes things easier. So it's the same in real estate. If you get up and do your tasks every day that you have to do, if you have to go find 2 for sale by owners, you go find those 2 for sale by owners. You got your tasks done for the day, just like doing your housework. So I think that if you do a little every day, it doesn't become tedious. But if you go to Friday and say I haven't done any of my prospecting now, every day that you don't go to the gym, every day you don't do it just adds up. Once you stop, that's the problem. And it's easy because you're going to be. We'll get more into that, but you get involved in tasks in this business. There's deals falling apart, all this drama, and they just suck you in. And then the whole thing is mentally. To do tasks, let's face it, it's like kids doing chores. Would you really want to do the chore if you don't have to do the chore? So you get out of the things that you really need to do, the tasks of this business, to get into the drama of the business. And it's just so common.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And you got it. You'll
Doesn't
learn
work.
quickly because you're gonna say, oh my God, I got a deal. I got 2 deals. Oh my God. Now you've closed both the deals. Now you're back to 0 because you've been involved in drama for 2 months getting these deals done. So that's why realtors have lives like this, because they aren't doing what they need to do on a daily basis. When what got them the deals, they stopped doing. So you got to always be working on what's getting you the business. So we're going to define your financial requirements by placing your funding needs into the following categories. You're going to have your family expenses, your savings accounts, your standard retirement, college funds, early retirement, general investments, travel, and vacations, hobbies, new home, new car, second home, charity, endowments. So for me here, I think that the first thing, if you're starting to do this, which is great, there's 2 different ways that I've set it up that I think is wonderful. I'll go into that. Let me finish up this, and then I'm going to kind of go into making it real easy. So he just gave you a prioritized budget. This is someone that's making $300,000 and where they're going to put their money. And this is a good thing. You can change these. These are just by example. Kind of come up with yours. I'll tell you what I look at. 50% this is how I used to live, but I mean, I try to do way less than this now, but I think if you're starting or if you're running your life on your money that you're making in real estate, I think a maximum of 50% should go into paying your bills, living for the month. If you're over 50%, there's something wrong. You either gotta make more income or you gotta lower your debts, because 50% should be there. Then you should put another 20% away for taxes, 20 to 30, but 20% would be good to start. But the most important part is 10% of every check, immediately, that you never see, goes in to fund your business. Immediately, without question. And the faster, if you go out today, I suggest everyone that doesn't do this, go out and start an account. On every deal, if you make $5,000, you put $500 towards doing something to create more income, because that's going to create the income for you. So if I don't care, you can't look at, oh, I only got this because I'm on a split or this expenses came out. No, whatever your gross check is to you, you're going to take 10% and put that away to grow your business, period. End of story. And that what you're going to do with that money is you're going to invest. Well, for an example, I have Michelle helping me doing just listed, just sold cards, because I get so wrapped up in all these things, and you know what? I said, well, now that Katie was gone, I said, I have Janet that's filling in the gap there, and I'm like, what is the most important thing that I'm lacking in my business? And it's my marketing. I mean, I gotta recruit. I have, Janet's helping me do some, but I'm never sending just listed, just sold cards. And the thing that really ticked me off is I sent them out and got 2 listings, and I invested $500 to make $20,000. I got 2 listings from that. So how much am I losing? How much have I lost in 30 years? So it really kind of hit to me. It's like, why does everybody want this administrative assistant when prospecting, if you can get someone to help you with the marketing and things like that, which I'm going to come up with some different plans. I've talked to Michelle on having Pilar doing that, since she doesn't have to do showing instructions, working and doing some things, because that's the things that make you money. You got to invest. So if you take that amount and you put that aside and keep doing that, it's gonna grow. And then then eventually, hey, if you got 20,000 in there, you say, you know what? Now I might need to have someone come in and I can maybe pay to close a deal and get out of some of the administrative stuff. But the first thing you got to do is grow your business. And that's where a lot of people fail. They do a couple deals, then they hire someone to close their deals in this business, or to do all these tasks and all the drama tasks. But then everything slows down because they get off track, they don't continue doing all the prospecting, and they're still not doing what they need to do with the prospecting. If they did that and was doing, they were doing all the different 5 areas that I teach you to get clients in all the different 5 areas, and they kept that going, then they could go ahead and do that. They'll be ready and they have that money saved. But don't go hire somebody, because I see people, they hire someone 2 months, they're done. They can't afford it anymore. Right. You got to put that money away, whether, you got to figure out where you need to bring it into your business. To run your business, like I said, that you can leave it for a year, and we're going to get more into that, and come back, and you got a business that's doing better than before you left.
Excuse me, Suzanne, what do you mean, like to hire someone, like when the person?
Eventually, when you get to a certain level, you don't have to think about that right now. Yeah. But eventually, you will be hiring somebody. So when you get to a certain level, when you get to like 100, Jocelyn's probably about ready. She's been talking about it a little bit.
I've been talking about it. It's like,
I know, because the problem is you get slow. So this might help you with putting that 10% away.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I've done that already, so
okay, that's good. So now you know where you might need the help, and we're going to get more into that. This is going to really help you, Jocelyn, because this is going to help you eliminate a lot of jobs.
You were talking about the 20% away for taxes. Mm-hmm. I signed up with Paychex.
Oh, perfect.
So
that's even better.
They do everything for me.
Perfect. So you just put yourself on a salary.
That's it.
So what she does is she just basically she signs them up as a payroll company. So she puts everything into her LLC, like a business, and she put herself on her salary. So all that money's in her business already.
Right.
So she can fund, she has all that growing, and then
I have cash on hand to fund stuff. And I'm trying to get enough so that I can live a whole year.
Perfect.
If I never close a deal.
That's a wonderful thing. Yep.
And once I get to that point, then I'll get the assistant.
That's better.
Yeah.
You have that's brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. See, that's why I love this. Like that's to me, like that's where you need to be. Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about anything. It's like, hey, it is what it is.
If I make a deal, if I get to the point where I'm having a lull in my business, I can still eat.
But the whole
And I'm
thing
not
is
stressing.
exactly. But the whole
Right.
thing is, I know you. That will never
happen.
I know.
But just the fact
I
that
mean,
it's
just the
there.
thought of, I know, but just the thought that you have to go into it is gonna kill you like me.
Yeah.
Like I have that money in
Oh my
savings. I'm
gosh.
like, oh, I don't want
Can't
to touch
touch
my
that.
savings.
Exactly.
It's my sacred money. So if I have
Exactly.
to go there, there's something wrong, and then I just get so motivated. So
But paychecks
that's
made a
the
big
thing.
difference for me for taxes because they do everything.
yeah, it's wonderful. Wonderful suggestion.
Everything. And it's so easy. And they have a 401k, so I put a little money in my
Perfect.
401k through paychecks just for retirement.
Yeah.
So it's
That's awesome.
it's a win-win.
And then the rest of the money, you have 20% left. So you can put 5% into travel, 15% into savings. 10% minimum you should be saving, and 10% minimum in your business.
Yeah.
I mean, from other than that, I mean, you're gonna have to pay taxes. So you wanna, you got to have that in your mind too. You don't wanna get soft like I did the first time I started crying. I was like 21, I got a $5,000 bill to pay my taxes. I'm like, what? I was
Wow.
gonna,
We all
oh my
get
God,
those. We're like,
broke.
what?
I know.
I know.
And then I was like, okay. And I had perfect credit. I've never been saying. So I think I was like a couple days late. They seized my bank account. I was like, oh my God, I paid them off that day. And I was like, that's it. I'm
That's
never
it.
getting involved with the IRS again.
I
I'm
know.
I'm filing
I'm
and I'm
done.
paying them. I'm never going on payment plans.
I know,
Because
right?
they just came and stole all the money out. I was like, oh my God. That's
I know.
okay. I said, just get rid of them.
That's true.
So anyway.
Keep your money in
I'm
another
telling
place
you.
too.
So that's an easy way. So you take the 10% out for your business. You take 20% for taxes, 5% for travel, 15% for your savings, and then 50% you live on. So you get used to that, and then eventually, when you know how much it costs for you to live, when you have money flowing, then you can do what Jocelyn did, which is an amazing, awesome idea. I actually have it through the company too. I get a small paycheck and then
Right.
and things like that. But it keeps you motivated too because you're getting paid now. Now that you're getting paid, you're going to be working. I know you guys do already, but
Yeah.
I should be talking about to some other people. But you're going to want to work because you're going to say, oh, I just got a paycheck and I haven't done anything all week. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're going to fire yourself.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be really in trouble. So you got to make sure that you do that. So this is a really good idea, a good budget, so you can kind of look through that. So this is very important. So to come up with your financial mantra, you want to have your entrepreneurial mantra, which is it's unacceptable for my business to earn a profit less than. So in that case, it was $300,000. So you need to put this somewhere all over where you are and just say it's unacceptable. So if you feel yourself and you evaluate after the month, then and then you can say, what if they came up at 250? Then no, it's unacceptable for my business to profit less than. So you need to have it in your head that you will not take less, because it's amazing what you put in your head on things that will happen.
Right.
So you definitely want to have that and fill in the bank. I tell everybody that's new, put in $100,000. I think it's a good number to go. I mean, it may not happen the first year, but definitely you want to have it by the second year. But it's good. It probably would be unacceptable because 100,000. Because you have to.
You're talking after expenses? You're not talking?
No, just gross.
Okay.
Gross. Whatever gross you're
Our
doing.
first
Yeah.
year,
You're coming in. I think
It's
that's
tough.
a wonderful. No, it's. I mean,
Yeah.
because you don't really have a year.
Yeah.
Because by the time that you're
usually
learning,
it's 6 months
Yeah.
that you really
get
are-
going. Yeah.
Well, my second year, I
Just
was
starting, right?
I was there, but I prospected like an animal.
Yeah.
Like an
And then you were
animal.
probably very inefficient.
Yeah, because
See
I
that-
really didn't understand the whole business
Yeah.
the way I do now.
This is good, isn't it though?
This is
It's-
excellent.
this is like
if I had
really
this when
kinda
I
puts
started, forget about
I
it.
know.
Forget
This
about
really kind of this is the first time that I was ever like, this was really putting things in perspective for people. It's wonderful for you guys to be able to come in and just say, wow, yeah, this is what I need to do.
it. Mhm.
So yearly financial requirement. So basically, now that you've established your economic benchmark, you can start designing your funding vehicle, which is going to help your business, your goals, your plans, and your strategies. You got to remember, you have to get out of life what you put into it. So if you have no plan beyond simply existing, then you're going to just squander time and never reach your potential. And remember, this is what we said before, real estate sales is very basic, very basic.
Yeah.
There's tasks that need to be done. If you do them, you make money. When you let them go, you don't make money. So, under this system, we believe that real estate is a numbers game. We have 28 beliefs, 3 modules, 8 functions, there's going to be 14 responsibilities, there's 6 auxiliary arms, there's 94 vital activities, there's 13 dollar productive activies, and 14 key performance standards, and you got 24 hours to get it done.
All right.
Good luck.
That's funny.
I know, right? The importance of establishing your beliefs. Every thought has a physical consequence, for better or worse. Beliefs determine your perspective and they justify your behavior. In order to stay focused on the right activities, you have to establish, internalize positive and productive beliefs. The beliefs that you possess act as your behavioral filters, and when pieced together, they begin to create the character and shape of your legacy. So, in other words, when you start to believe in yourself and take what you have to do, you can't help but succeed. Because if you do what you don't want to do, when you don't want to do it, but you do it because you have to do it, then you can't help but having success. So, everybody wakes up in the morning sometimes and says, you know what, do I really want to do this job? If you're not a person that says, you got to do this job, are you crazy? The problem with this business isn't for you. You have to be self-driven. You have to be self-managing. And to me, like I said, it's like really never been a problem for me. Even at 21 years old, I was like out the door hanging at 8 o'clock. I was consistent on that every day. Every single day I'd be out for 2 hours in the neighborhoods, door hanging, doing open houses. That was my job.
Yeah.
Like, what else am I going to do? Sit around the
I
office?
do more of that.
Exactly.
So,
I did a few times and then I didn't do it anymore.
yep.
Yeah.
The importance of establishing belief. Your belief is your habit of the mind, acquired by frequent repetition and doing it often. The truth is a state of being, in the case, reality. So basically, once you have that habit, you just start doing things again and again. And then from then, you're going to just be able to become better at it. So, the first time that you go and approach somebody, you might not be saying it correctly. It's like I told you, the first time you show property, it might be a little screwed up. But then it's like, oh, okay, you can go run out and do it. The first time you want to maybe start mapping it out and figuring it out, opening a lock boxes, going in a couple properties, getting used to the way things work before you bring clients out. Then, the next time you go to do it, then by the time you do it 1,000 times, you're like, oh, okay,
Whatever.
it's good. It's like another day in the office.
Exactly.
The truth about the truths. What you frequently think about becomes internalized and accepted as truth. Truth, once internalized, guides your thinking and thus your behavior. Your beliefs ultimately define your reality and thus your world. Having well-defined beliefs make it easy to say yes or no. So,
Truly.
just like that's basically saying like with on schedule. If you believe in your heart that you're better off prospecting in the morning, then when someone tries to knock you off schedule, you're going to have no problem saying no, because to get to the end, you need to get those things done. So, you've got to really know that.
And I think the setting goals too is good.
Oh, it's imperative.
Because like my goal right now is to have 20 listings by the end of the year.
Perfect. You'll definitely get there.
Yeah.